One of the world's most magical and mysterious places, Stonehenge in the southwest of England, is nearly 5,000 years old. And there are still many questions about what it was used for, although it's believed that for 1,500 years, people were worshiping their gods here and most likely using it as an astronomical calendar that marked the arrival of the summer and winter seasons. Stonehenge was created so long ago that the culture that built it left no written record. So there are many mysteries, which of course is part of the magnetic charm of this monumental site. What was it for? Who built it? And when was it in use? Another reason the site is so interesting is just the physical beauty of the stones and their elegant arrangement in concentric circles of standing stone, some of them connected at the top by horizontal lintels, and the massive size of these rocks that were carried here from far away. The immense worldwide interest in Stonehenge has made it so popular that this one site gets 1 million visitors every year. Or each day, 3,000 people show up to have a look. And it's twice as busy in the summertime, where you could have as many as 10,000 people in a single day. There is one way to avoid these crowds that we're going to share with you in this special movie, where you'll actually get to walk into the site.
Stonehenge in the evening.
That's right. For 1 hour each night, just before sunset, it is possible to go beyond the barriers and walk among the stones, if you get permission by paying an extra fee. It's a very special experience, and you have to reserve it well in advance because the demand for this is extremely high.
We're at Stonehenge inside the circle at sunset. It's an amazing experience. It's a beautiful picture, but the cameras really mean nothing compared to being here. It's really quite astonishing. Well, you can walk around the different inner circle and the outer circle. You can walk inside and outside the complex and get views all around. It's really an amazing experience, and there's only 30 people allowed in at one time in this special private twilight visit. And you get to spend 1 hour at the site, so you can get some pictures with the sun shining on it, the last rays of the sun, as we've just caught, and then hopefully a little bit of sunset, especially if you're lucky with the weather, as we are right now. It's a perfect situation for it. If you can possibly arrange to get to Stonehenge in the evening on a private tour where you're allowed access inside the circle, it's definitely worthwhile. It's great to see it even if you're walking on the normal path. You do have a very good view from that path. But if you pay a little extra charge, like about twice the regular ticket, you can arrange to come in the evening and walk within the circle. You don't touch the stones. You treat them with the greatest respect. Of course, this monument has been here for over 4,000 years, and it attracts tremendous numbers of visitors. It's a very powerful and spiritual place for many people, and there's undeniable magic about it.
As you're walking inside the site, you get a better feeling for the overall layout, and you realize that there's an outer circle of the huge stones and an inner circle of the 5 trilithons, the pairs of big stones, and in between there are circles of smaller stones. It helps to look at the arrangement on a map, and you can see here the sequence of construction, starting with the smaller blue stones, then the large sarsen stones on the outer circle. Years later, the next phase, giant stone pairs called trilithons arranged in a horseshoe shape. Finally, another ring of smaller blue stones added in the center. All around the outside is an earthen ditch created much earlier, a gradual process that took several centuries, finishing about 2000 BC. It's believed this site may have been in use for as much as 2,000 years, from about 3700 BC till 1600 BC, starting out probably as a wooden structure with a group of tall timbers arranged in a circle. ultimately developing into this megalithic monument that we admire today. Walking all the way around outside the circle gives you a good perspective first on those tall sarsen stones ringing the outside with the lintels joining them together, placed horizontally on top. And look beyond, you'll see smaller stones. Those are the blue stones arranged in a circle. In the middle, the tallest stones, called trilithons, arranged in a horseshoe shape, which may have been the inner sanctum of the temple, or maybe not, because we really don't know anything about what actually happened here, or what the function of these stones was, other than it's a colossal megalithic monument, beautiful to see, and probably had astronomical purpose to predict the change of seasons, maybe even such things as eclipses. While various religious and spiritual ceremonies were undoubtedly conducted, but there's still a lot of conjecture about the nature of Stonehenge, which makes it all the more interesting to visit, letting your imagination run freely as you wander around. The biggest stones are 24 feet tall, weighing up to 50 tons, and they were dragged here from about 25 miles away, then hand-carved with hammerstones into the shapes that we see today. The smaller blue stones were brought from even further away in Wales, 150 miles distant. When UNESCO designated Stonehenge a World Heritage Site, they described it as the most architecturally sophisticated prehistoric stone circle in the world. It is unrivaled in its design and unique engineering, featuring huge stone lintels capping the outer circle and the trilithons locked together by carefully shaped joints. Ever since the 12th century, Stonehenge has been considered one of the wonders of the world. Another advantage of the private visit is you get to see Stonehenge at sunset. Up until the mid-1970s, it was possible for everybody to freely walk among the stones because there were just not that many visitors. That's me in front in our home movies from the early 1950s. Walking around, no admission fee and no other people there. We were able to climb all over the place and jump on the stones. As we've seen, you can still get close, just don't touch. This tour was organized for us by Mad Max, a company operating out of the city of Bath. And the itinerary also includes a visit to Avebury, which has the largest prehistoric stone circle in the world. The stones at Avebury are not as big as those at Stonehenge, and also they are not carved into shape. These are natural rocks that were just hacked out of a quarry and dragged here. The total impression is one of vast size and great beauty. The circle is about 1,200 feet in diameter, and while many of the original stones have been plundered and looted, they're gone from the late medieval and early modern periods. Centuries ago, people destroyed many of the standing stones and reused them for construction purposes. We still have enough left to show the original significance of the amazing site. The map shows the circular arrangement of the remaining stones, and you can also see there was an earthen ditch that went around the entire site, very similar to Stonehenge. And over time, part of the modern village developed right in the middle of the stone circle. But a difference here for the visitor is you're free to walk around among the stones. There's no admission charge, and you can walk anywhere. Some researchers believe that these megalithic stone circles had some kind of extra energy fields, creating a magnetic force in the environment, or some such spiritual field like a vortex where you can enter an altered state of consciousness. You might feel such claims are pretty far-fetched, but others maintain there have been scientific studies with electrodes and readings of magnetic levels that justify it. So, who knows? It's a possibility. There's no doubt you get a special feeling being among these giant stones. Perhaps it's just an appreciation of all the work that was done and the beautiful product that resulted, or it might be something deeper. They have convenient steps going up the small hillside next to the site so that you can stand high and look down across the entire terrain. When you can walk right next to these big rocks, like we did at Stonehenge and Avebury, you get a more accurate feeling for how truly colossal and impressive these stones really are. If you have the time to visit one of these sites, then make every effort to visit both of them. Each one is profoundly beautiful. We have many more movies about the British Isles that you can find in our collection. We upload a new movie every week, so please subscribe to our channel. Then you'll be notified. And if you enjoyed the movie, how about a thumbs up? And we always welcome comments down below. It really helps us spread the word. Thank you.